Although streetwear and hypebeast culture comes from abroad, its influence on Chinese youth culture can be seen everywhere. From TV shows to music videos, China's streetwear scene is made up of a combination of copying foreign brands, original local labels, and Chinese designers trying to make something totally different. But among them all, there's probably no better known brand in the country than the New York streetwear label, Supreme. You see it everywhere in China, on suitcases, cars, and even dogs. But Supreme only has 11 locations around the world, and none of them are in China. So how did the Supreme store appear on one of Shanghai's busiest shopping streets?
是一个合法的仿冒品。你现在听到是什么感受？
很吃惊，这个。
This store is a legal fake. Another company registered the Supreme brand abroad before the original in New York did, making them legal in China. The Shanghai store, owned by a company called Supreme Italia, is full of clothing that looks almost exactly like the one sold by Supreme in New York. And that's even fooled other companies into thinking they're the real deal. Samsung thought they were partnering with the original Supreme when they announced a collaboration with the brand for an upcoming phone in China, before learning it was a legal fake and calling off the deal. But Chinese hypebeasts are not so easily fooled.
我本人比较喜欢街头潮流，然后 Supreme 的话也是一个我比较喜欢的牌子。要赚中国人的钱，然后要骗中国人，就拿中国人当傻子。对，就这个看法，我不会去买的。
Last year, Chinese spending on luxury streetwear brands rose by 62%. Classic luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and Balenciaga are collaborating with streetwear companies like Supreme and Off-White to capture millennial Chinese consumers. For years, foreign luxury brands dominated the fashion market in China, but now a new generation of Chinese labels are trying to become streetwear giants at home and abroad.
现在可以看到很多新闻说中国潮流其实正在崛起，所以大家其实都发现了这种现象。我们以前提到潮流都是美国的一些潮流品牌或者日本的一些潮流品牌，但是现在大家可以看到越来越多的中国设计师，他去进入了很多国际的时装周。
Inks is one of China's biggest domestic streetwear brands. With 110 stores across the country, it's opened its first online store in the US this year.
因为我们都知道 Supreme 它是一个地道的美式品牌，所以它做的东西也都是一些美式潮流方面的内容，对，所以这方面其实是共通的。我们也希望通过这种方式能够把中国的传统文化就是带到全世界，这样。这个其实是我们跟一个艺术家的合作，那个艺术家其实是现在住在纽约，他其实是一个漫画家，叫江丽莎。对，这其实是他漫画，他其实是以女性力量为一个基点，他觉得其实女孩子不一定非要说很瘦，或者说长得就需要那种网红才叫美。他觉得像这样，就女孩子有自己喜欢的方式。我们 Inks 其实在那期间其实已经看到了这种趋势，所以我们才会说想去把这个潮流以适合我们自己国家文化的这种表达，所以我们在很多设计当中融入了我们中国传统文化。
But many abroad still see China as just a place where you can buy cheap knockoffs. So one designer decided to turn this perception into high fashion.
Okay, cool. So I think putting something on the head is more like a slogan. I'm a royal family and I have a crown. And I'm a chef and I have a chef hat. Like everyone's identity got a hat to present.
然后目前我们在国内的第一个项目就是今天你来的莆田项目，对。
Butian, a city in southern China, is famous for creating some of the best knockoff shoes in the world.
We want to smash everything about Putian together. Yeah, and these are actually people who doing the fake shoes tradings. But when they saw the hats, they were like, "Oh, this is cool! It's a cool idea to make Balenciaga shoe into a hat. Do you want to work with us? We can sell it together. The speed of the accepting new things is so fast. If they can use this creativity into something, a good value, everything gonna be different. Because what they are doing is actually show they got great demand. 之所以选择巴黎世家，是因为它是一个已经是一个社会的议题，就是他们认为很多消费者认为在莆田制造的巴黎世家不值钱，所以我们就收集到了很多这样的用来造仿鞋的原材料。因为我们觉得这个材料从它本质上来说跟真鞋是没有真假之分的。然后包括在这个地方有写上 Made in 莆田。就是意思就是说，在这样一个可能你们认为是就是不值钱的巴黎世家的东西上面，其实莆田制造是一个值得被 honor 的东西。